Welcome back. 2 years ago, when Sam Hooper decided he needed a new pair of work gloves, he decided to buy them from Green Mountain Glove. It's a glove factory that's been operating in Vermont for nearly a century. Now, it turns out he was so impressed with his new gloves, he bought the company. Here's our Jack LaDuke with the story.
When 24-year-old Sam Hooper of nearby Brookville arrives at the once-doomed shop, he hears the hum of the machines and he's energized. Green Mountain Gloves has been turning out handcrafted industrial gloves for generations on machines older than most of the employees there.
This lineup of machines you see behind me, these FAFs, these were made in Germany with German steel. You can't find more durable machines today. With that said, we are looking at ways we can improve these machines in terms of adding seam guiders, trimmers, maybe perhaps using compressed air to put automatic back tacking on. It will also enable us to train more folks as we grow.
Hooper recently doubled the workforce, bringing in 9 people. In an area where jobs are counted by the handful, it is a positive move for the reviving company. Training a person to carefully craft a glove for electrical linemen takes about a month. Green Mountain Glove wants their products to outlast the competition.
We pay attention to detail. We inspect every piece of the leather. We don't let any breaks in the grain be made into a glove, and those are going to be your heavy wear points. We pay attention to the thickness of the leather, and specifically we use goat skin. And the reason we use goat skin is for superior dexterity and great weatherization of the product. So if the product gets wet, it'll dry out soft.
Hooper said that there's a return to American-made products. He said that American-made products are better made and last longer, making them cheaper in the long run.
If instead of a lineman going through 5, 6 pairs in a year, we can get them to only go through 1, maybe 2 pair, then that's huge cost savings for the company in the long run.
But cheaper foreign-made products cut deeply into the Vermont-made gloves business.
We were a thriving business. Back in the 70s, this whole room was full of employees, and as free trade happened, we began to struggle.
In the 70s, 25 employees sat behind these machines. Employment dropped to a low of 4 and is now up to 9, a good sign, Hooper said. Heidi Haupt's family once owned the glove factory. She has worked here since a teen. She is now co-owner with Hooper.
Basically, the way I was trained here, if that's what you'd call it, by my father and grandfather, is to make a product that can speak for itself and you can be proud of. And when I say the product can speak for itself, meaning if it's a good glove, the customer's going to be happy and they're going to buy more. They're going to tell their friends about it.
Haupt said that using an industrial sewing machine is different than the one at home. Leather is harder to fold than cloth, and the machines are more powerful. Training someone new usually goes smoothly, she said.
This is the basement. This is where we cut all the leather, cut all the pieces for the gloves. We use these old cast iron industrial cutting presses. They're called clickers, and what they do is they stamp out the gloves using metal dies that are specific to our SKUs and each shape of the glove. Within any given glove, there's anywhere from 8 to 12 pieces that go into it. So it is pretty labor intensive, but there's a lot of attention to detail down here.
The company made silk riding gloves when they opened its doors at the turn of the 20th century. Switching to their now famous industrial glove proved more profitable and expanded growth. Hooper is out to drum up business.
I pull up on the side of the road. If I see a bucket truck or Green Mountain Power, I jump out and I ask them, what kind of gloves are you wearing? And a lot of times they'll say Green Mountain Glove, and they'll say they're the best gloves money can buy.
Heidi Haupt said that she is proud to wear the gloves that her grandfather, mother, and father wore. She said that she sees a return to craftsmanship in America.
I will say what I've been seeing in the last few years is we have a lot more people interested in the quality. It's kind of like some people have gone through the dollar store product, and they're starting to look at more quality, where a product will last them longer, not necessarily just the cheaper price point to start when it's something they're going to throw out at the end of the day.
The factory is looking for more employees to train for a craft that they hope will fit them like a glove. For Mountain Lake Journal, I'm Jack LaDuke in Randolph, Vermont.